Can I open up with y'all and be honest? Hold on. I don't got my hoop earrings. Wait a minute. Okay, I feel a lot better. I don't know about you, pero me siento carva sin hoops. Like I feel mad bald-headed without my hoops. All right. I've been like toying. I've been like back and forth. I'm like, okay, Michelle, is this too much? Okay, Michelle, should you share this? And I'm like, this has been on my mind every single night. I write about it, I think about it, and this is something that I feel like I can't be the only one that's feeling this way or that has felt this way, and I don't know what it is, but I just feel like I need to get it off my chest, you know? I realized that I'm, you know, just the other day I posted a video of, you know, me painting glitter walls in my camper, and I realized that I sat with myself and I said, you know, you have a responsibility to be honest, you know, to not sensationalize and glamorize something because, you know, you want to believe in the dream. When you set out on this journey, you said you were going to share the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that means being honest about everything. And last night was a hard night. Your girl could not sleep. I posted a video on TikTok of just like a throwback. It reminded me of like going to the clubs in Brooklyn, like the basement clubs. Oh my God, those were the best clubs growing up. I remember going to clubs like that. I was way too young to be going to clubs, but you know, back in the day, if you came with a big enough group and they were all girls, you know, they would kind of let you in. I don't know, that's how we used to do it. I was too young, but you know, hey, that was a part of that was a story of my life. But you know what's the good thing? By the time I was 18, I was over it. I was like, ugh, whatever. My clubs are whatever. Like, honestly, I didn't drink. I've never, like, I don't drink. I've had a drink, but I don't drink. Like, it's just like, whatever. You know? You see, I go off into a tangent because I really don't want to talk about this, but I have to talk about it because it's weighing on my soul and I feel like I just have to release it. So, I'm going to be honest. This camper dream really, really, really was like just a little fantasy in the back of my head as a joke. You know, me and one of my closest friends, a chosen sister of mine, I've known her from the beginning, you know, honestly, when I first got kicked out of my home. We reconnected in the middle of COVID. And like I shared this story before, but we really didn't talk about anything negative. All we did was watch The Simple Life and we would laugh. And you guys talk about, like, you know, I always talk about wanting to pet a brown cow, right? Well, there's an episode in the video, The Simple Life, where they go to a dairy farm and Nicole Richie has to stick her hand in a cow to check if the cow is pregnant. So, there's a scene and it's really, really funny and it has a cow in it. So I was like, oh my God, I just, you know, like, I want to touch a cow, whatever. I want to pet a cow. I want to see a cow. I want to experience what it is to like be next to a cow, whatever that means, because of that show. So I really like cows now because of that. Yo, you see how I be going off into a tangent? I need to stop that. Back to what I was saying. This was just like a fantasy. This wasn't even supposed to be real. But then I was tired of the struggle. I had this money in my hand. I said, you know what? What can you realistically do with this? What can you realistically do with $1,200? If you get into an apartment, how you going to get a job in the middle of a pandemic in the worst place possible? You still have no grounding. You have no work history in whatever state you're going to. You know, there's limitations. You have to be a resident of a certain state. You have to show work history. You have to have, like, it's not that easy. I can go on, but I'm just sharing my experience. And just sporadically, I said, you know what? Boom, went on the Facebook market looking at campers. They were dropping like this. And honestly, there's a lot of things I would have done differently, and I'm actually going to do a video about that, because I want to advise anybody who is interested in camper living or van life, or however you want to phrase it, or whatever sort of avenue you want to go. If it's mobile living that you want to pursue, I want to tell you the things I wish I would have known before going into this, because this was like a spur of the moment fantasy that I said, you know what? Why not try? I mean, everything else hasn't worked, so why not try? And I went for it. And now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about everything that this journey means to me. You know, at night I am consumed with thoughts of like my life and every single decision I have made and what impact that decision has made. You see, we only experience life through our periscope, so we can't see outward looking in. And now that I am on this journey and I am just really, really thinking about what this all means to me, I'm sitting here feeling like I really need to discover myself, like on some really deep level, because I've made decisions in life, and as much as I made them out of survival, I also have to think about the impact of my decision, or how I there's always two sides to the story. So I have to think about the other perspective, even if I don't agree with it, you know. And I'm sitting here and I'm not going back into the past, but you know, I don't want to make the same mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make the same mistakes, and I want to do this right. There's no option of failure at this point, because your girl has put everything into this, and I feel so confused. At times, I feel like I sit here and I feel so, I feel so like consumed, not consumed. That's a really intense word. I'm just thinking about, okay, this is my life. I don't know what comes after this in the beyond. There's great debates, there's theories, whatever. That's not my place to figure out. But what does my time here mean to me? Who am I in that scenario? What impact am I going to leave in this world? No matter how small or big, you leave an impact. So now I'm thinking about the impact I'm leaving on the world, trying to be a good person, whatever good means. I just want to love. I just want to heal. I just want to find myself. I just want to achieve goals and really start to feel like I'm not just coasting through life. I am living it now. I no longer want to feel numb. I want to feel everything. That is what I am thinking about. I can glamorize camper living. I can say, yes, I'm going to travel and, you know, I'm going to get a job and it's going to be fun. Yes, that is a part of the experience, but I'm talking about an experience that I am experiencing on going on this journey as a single trans woman, as a single woman, as a single person, on all spectrums. anybody that's thinking about pursuing this. I'm just telling you what I'm thinking about. You're alone a lot of the times. I sit here and I read the comments, and I'm trying to record videos, and I'm trying to think of content, and I'm trying to, everything. And it's almost like a video diary, because I get to look back at this and be like, girl, look at this. Look at this. This is where you came from. And ironically enough, I'm sitting in the front of the truck because this is where it all began, laying here. I'm sitting here cold, thinking like, girl, realistically, you can't do this no more. You're in the middle of the pandemic. You're going in and out of places. You don't have many resources, hand sanitizer, everything is limited. You can't find nothing, and when you do, it's super expensive. So you're forced to make the decision of, do I get this Lysol spray, or do I eat, or do I be able to get gas? That's reality going through the pandemic. You start to question things. You start to question humanity. You start to question, like, wow, why can't we be better? I see how simple it is. We are all human. We all bleed the same. We all require love and understanding and compassion. So how do I make a way in life in a world that is not fair? That's what I'm thinking about. And sometimes I sit here and I'm like, am I the only one feeling this? Am I the only one consumed with these thoughts? Am I the only one thinking about, like, what does this all mean? What does my time here mean? How do I want my time here to look? How can I make it look better? How can I change my life experience from negative to positive and really, really cross that bridge from faking it to like making it to actually feeling it? That's the honest truth. I don't know how much more real I can be with you guys, basically. I'm about to embark on the biggest journey of my life. I have everything against me, but I have a desire and a will and a fight to find the meaning of what this all is. Of what this all is, of what, this is things that we can tangibly touch, but what does this all mean in the world? What does our presence here in the world mean? That's what I'm thinking about. When I pull off and I drive and everything is good and ready to go in this camper, what impact am I going to be leaving when I drive out of here? How am I going to reclaim my life and go from surviving to thriving? This isn't a game for me. This isn't a reality TV show. This isn't all laugh and giggles. This isn't all glitter walls. This is real. I speak passionately because I just want to convey an understanding that I am like whoosh, mind blown. I'm thinking about everything down to the ground I walk on and what that means, like that deep. And I'm like, am I like, I know this sounds so melodramatic, yes. But am I going through a midlife crisis? Am I going through an identity crisis? No, because it's like I'm finding myself. That's the problem. I'm talking about this side, but I also experience such beauty, I'm finding myself, I'm understanding myself, and I'm enjoying figuring out what it means, even though it's scary, even though it's ugly, even though it's worrisome and confusing. I'm curious to figure it all out. How can I make it from here to the top? How can I be me unapologetically, reclaim my voice, and impact change? That's what I want my life to be. And I need to figure out how, from this seat right here in the front of this truck, how am I going to make that dream come into fruition and leave my mark on the road when I step forward? Because that is important to me. I sat down and I asked myself, okay, Michelle, what is important to you when it comes to the impact you leave on the world? And what does that mean to you? You got to think about it. And sometimes the list changes. And sometimes I go back and rearrange it. But I guess that's life. I don't have a manual. I don't know if what I'm even saying is going to make sense to you guys. But I just had to share that. I look at the sky, and the sky seems like such a mysterious world to me. You know, like outer space is a place that not many, I mean, honestly, a select few will get to go out into outer space and experience. That's a whole nother like universe that has yet to be explored. And I probably will not get to explore that in my lifetime here. But I look up at the sky and I think about how small my life is in comparison to everything, but yet how big it can be if I decide to use my time here to impact change. That's what I think about at night. I think about how can I take my pain and fuel it and turn that pain into healing and change. I need to stop speaking as if I don't know what I want. I do know what I want. I need to have diction, and I need to stand firm in my belief and my voice and my platform. The house of realness is not the house of realness if it cannot impact change. I see so much love within us. I see so much camaraderie. I see so much unity when I go and read into the comments when I go on the lives. And that to me is magical. So now how can we take that magic and put it outward into the universe? Because we need more of that. The magic that we have in the house of realness, we need more of that in the universe. Because it is beautiful. And it is worthy. And it deserves to be shared. So on that note, your girl's going to crank out a second video. Because I made the decision to put myself out there. I made the decision to share everything. And I think I've proven that. So now, on to the next, because we have an empire and a dream to achieve. I love you for watching.